The June 2015 edition of VETtalk TV is proudly supported by the Animal Referral Hospital. This month for pet owners, Jet's story, from happy to hell and back again.
Jet was a dog that was homed with someone in Queensland, and he was neglected and abused, unfortunately. We got him back. We rescued him in January this year in the most appalling condition that you could imagine a dog to be in, which was caused from a flea infestation and just a severe secondary bacterial infection.
A much-loved pet macaw has a serious lung infection.
So Polly, we think, might have inhaled something that she shouldn't have, like a little bit of seed or other kind of food. Either that or she's got a fungal infection in her left bronchus. So what we had to do today was place an air sac catheter, which is basically an ET tube, up under the skin through the muscle of the abdominal wall and into an air sac. So she breathes out of that, and that means she doesn't need to breathe down through her trachea.
And we go inside the first consult for a dog diagnosed with a lymphoma.
Diesel is a 4-year-old beagle who was diagnosed with lymphoma, and his owners first noticed that he had the enlarged lymph nodes that we could see and feel. They felt lumps under the neck. They don't know that they're lymph nodes, but we do have lymph nodes. They're glands that are all over the body, and they can become really, really enlarged when they have cancer in them. So if a pet owner, cats and dogs, feels any unusual lumps or bumps, and often it is under the jaw they first feel them, get them checked by the vet straight away.
Also this month for veterinarians, nurses and undergraduates, veterinary dermatologist Dr. Danny Houlihan presents a great seminar, Atopic Dermatitis and the Pruritic
Thanks all
Dog.
for coming tonight. It's so good to see so many familiar faces out here. And malassezia in cats I don't see very often. Maybe in Devon Rex cats or Sphinx cats I do see it, but in other types of cats, if there was generalised malassezia, I would be looking for underlying systemic disease. It's not something we typically associate with atopic dermatitis.
ARH Canberra surgeon Dr. Sarah Webb explains in detail Max's lung mass removal.
This is our patient Max. He is a 10-year-old dingo cross. He hasn't been well for about the last 6 weeks, and he's had a history of intermittent fevers and weight loss. He's had quite a lot of diagnostic testing, and eventually a lung mass was identified on CT. So today, that's our aim, to remove this mass.
And then by then, actually that should be starting to get to the stage where it's no longer working anyway.
Now that we've removed the air from his chest, we're going to see if he can start breathing on his own. The paralysing agent that we gave him should be just about worn off by now. So once the air is gone and that's worn off...
Don't forget, all our stories are now podcast enabled. And if you haven't already done so, simply register for free as either a pet owner or veterinary professional and you'll be kept updated.